My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read all my writing, go to counterpropa.com, support the site through the Amazon links and donate button. Share the petition below to get the DNC to give its computer servers to the FBI. I want to share something with you right now. This is Julian Assange just retweeted this, as did WikiLeaks. And it's the following. Pay attention to Brian Williams and how beautiful the pictures are of missiles heading toward Syria.
Greater detail. We see these beautiful pictures at night from the decks of these two U.S. Navy vessels in the Eastern Mediterranean. I am tempted to quote the great Leonard Cohen, "I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons." And they are beautiful pictures of fearsome armaments making what is for them a brief flight over to this airfield. What did they hit? What are you convinced? Go.
Beautiful pictures of fearsome armaments. This is why we have Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Libya, Yemen, Syria. This is why President Obama was able to send special forces to over 130 nations. This is why, by some estimates, 1 million veterans have been wounded, have been wounded in Iraq, injured in Iraq and Afghanistan total. This is why you talk about, you ask the question, well, what have we learned from Vietnam? Obviously nothing. What have we learned from Afghanistan and Iraq? Obviously nothing. What have we learned from continually failed attempts at regime change? What have we learned from counterinsurgency wars where half to two-thirds of all the Americans killed and wounded are the victims of IED blasts? What have we learned from the traumatic brain injuries, the tens of thousands of Americans who've come back from wars where IEDs are the biggest enemy, and the tens of thousands of traumatic brain injuries from those IEDs and other weapons of war that aren't so beautiful, I'm sure, to Brian Williams? We have removed ourselves from the reality and the destruction and the chaos and the mayhem and the bloodshed and the direct moral consequences of war. It's not about getting the bad guys, because we fund dictators. We work with dictators when it suits us. It's about Tulsi Gabbard and going to Syria to try to find a peace deal. And it's about Democrats going against Tulsi Gabbard and condemning Tulsi Gabbard for doing what they should have done from the very beginning in 2012. If this was about the Syrian people in 2012, we should have found some way. The Russians had a plan. We rejected. We didn't even look at it. Instead, we chose a proxy war. We have not been right from Vietnam to Iraq to Afghanistan to now Syria. We have not been right, and everything we've done under the name of humanitarian purposes. The neocons it hasn't worked. The neoconservatives continue to be wrong. Yet with them, it's only writing on a laptop or a publication. But their thoughts and their ideas lead to consequences that directly impact the lives of millions and that have already caused millions to perish and suffer. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.